All right, everyone, we are back for Game 2 today. St. Francis Knights against the New Albany Eagles. Puck is dropped. Face-off one here by New Albany. Brought into the zone. And a shot. Glove down early by Jack Smalley. Jack Smalley in net today, number 34 for St. Francis. Sees a shot in the first 10 seconds. New Albany won that face-off, but could not control it. St. Francis gets it out of the zone. Well, here, Danker sends it around to Booth. Booth gets it out, chips it up. Could be a 2-on-1 here. We're going to have an offside on Jake Myers. As a little overzealous there across the blue line prior to the puck. Here we go. Face off right in front of the New Albany bench. New Albany took that face off, sent it down to Dressel. Dressel gets it up to Joey Mancy. Mancy here for Game 2 today. Missed the first game, but made trip here for the second game. Centering attempt. Thwarted off by St. Francis. It's going to be Gordy Hunt taking on two of the New Albany defenders. Does end up getting a shot off right into the stomach of number 30 in white. St. Francis in their blue scrimmage jerseys with black pants. New Albany looks to be in their regular season jerseys, white with maroon. Holmeyer had it on the face-off. Didn't get any help. But an errant pass to Jaros. Jaros is able to send it in. Gives it to Jaros right here. He tried a quick bad angle shot. Did not go. Here's Danker. Danker over to Egan. Egan couldn't do anything but tip it. The pass was a little bit behind him. Here comes Luke Kerr. Kerr lost it at center ice. Here comes New Albany. We're going to have a quick offsides. New Albany here off the face-off, shot by number 9, Haywood. It loops itself all the way around. And out, but not down the ice. Here's Mateo Ray with it. Sends it up quickly to Riley Box. Box lost it, but behind him was Castor. Castor had his stick deflected as he was trying to take the shot there. Box is going to send it back around where Castor's going to pick it up. St. Francis couldn't hold it in the zone there, but Box is going to take advantage of a errant change by New Albany. Lost it off his stick. New Albany was able to get it out. Puck comes back here for the freshman, Rasinski. He tried to get it up to Cheddar, but deflected over to Dressel. Stolen away on the backside. Oh, and a beautiful save there is trying to catch the number down there. I couldn't tell. It was centered right out past the goaltender and sitting on the other side. Yeah, it looks like Meyer. Chris Meyer had a partially open net, but the goaltender slid over and shut the door on him. Kicked the net off at the same time, which is why we have a whistle. New Albany won that face-off. Sends it around the far side. Left the puck there for Meyer. Meyer steps back. Took a shot. Jake Myers tried to deflect that out of midair, but it missed it. Apologize there as my microphone came off. Lost you for a minute. Either way, St. Francis with the puck. Denker sends it up to Meyer. Meyer on the far side. Drives through the lane, but loses it. Stretch pass here. Coming out of Smalley. Nice back check by Denker. Denker thwarted that play off. Another shot. Looked like it had a chance to go in, but did not. And a clear by the St. Francis defense was played by number 34, so no icing. Good back check there by Denker on the breakaway. Just got a stick to interrupt the breakaway attempt. New Albany proving to be much more of a force than Upper Arlington was early here in the game. On the backside, though, here's Gordy Hunt, centers it. Oh, and Mick Mack is probably going to have nightmares about that one. Wide open on the backside. Beautiful pass by Hunt right on the stick, but he just could not bury it. Was Mack. Mack had a great opportunity. Either way, goal was wide open. Back around to Mack that time. He took a bad angle shot, but gets his own rebound. Over to Warzinski. He takes a shot. That puck was tipped. Comes back around. This time Nick Mack finds back door. Oh, and a goal is going to be scored right there by Gordy Hunt, I believe. If not Gordy. I can't tell who got the stick on it. It looked like it was going to Gordy, but there were two bodies in front. Taking the first handshake is Mancy, so maybe it was Mancy that tipped it. Either way, it's 1-0 St. Francis here on a beautiful tip. Redirect. Off the face-off here, controlled by New Albany. Temporarily as St. Francis jumps in and steals it. A backhanded dump by Luke Kerr leads to what we're going to call an icing here against New Albany. I'll keep the camera still. St. Francis has done a nice job of getting pucks to the net all day, going back even to the first game. Off the face-off, a shot rides up the stick of the Eagles goaltender and into the netting. Face-off drifted all the way out to Danker at the point. Danker sends it around. Jousting back and forth. Nobody seems to want possession of the puck. Oh, and another shot there. This time by Box. Almost got through. Stolen away by St. Francis, Luke Kerr. Luke Kerr takes a shot. And that one is gloved out of the air. If you're just joining us now, first goal was put in by, I believe, Joey Mancy. Could have been very well could have been Gordy Hunt, but I'm not sure. There were a lot of bodies in front. It was a tip-in. Somebody get Castor a skate sharpening here as he tumbles to the ice. Sent in on net, but over the net by Dressel. Makes its way all the way back and out. Henry Wersinski gives it back to Dressel. Dressel tried to dump it back in, but that one gets knocked out of the air. Big check by Jaros. As you can see, the Eagles player hunched over coming off the ice. We're going to have a penalty here on St. Francis for an interference against Castor. So St. Francis down a man early. Taking the face-off all the way down to the left of Jackson Smalley. It'll be Myers and Ray up front with Denker and Egan starting off this penalty kill. Denker had a chance to clear it there, but he put it into the glove of the defenseman. He passed it down to himself. Here comes the Eagles. Good save there by Smalley. Puck never left the ice. And a clearing attempt there by Egan is going to make good time as St. Francis can change on the backside. Nick Mack now leaves the puck there for Dressel. Dressel tried to wind up, take a slap shot, ended up getting it down the ice, but not much on it. Here come the Eagles again. Attempt there by number 9. And sending it the length of the ice. Here comes Gordy Hunt all by himself. Let's see what he does. Gets ridden off the play a little bit. Coming in and stealing the puck. It's number 19, Holmeyer. Holmeyer back checking. Does end up getting the puck out. Right in front of us. Another interception, this time by Egan. He's going to send it the length of the ice. Goaltender's going to have to play it as he's getting pressure now here from Holmeyer. Another bad pass. Slippery spot over here is that blue line. as Myers figured it out. Up and off the glass and taken out of the zone by Dressel. Power play for New Albany is over. And bringing it into the zone is Wersinski. He tried to take a shot. That is deflected by a shin guard. Another couple of whacks at it. Jam job attempt there by Dressel. Nothing doing. Comes back out to Wersinski. He sends it down low to Meyer. Back out to Wersinski. He sends another shot. That was tipped in front by Jake Myers, but sent wide on that tip. Jake Myers with it now. Gives it out to the point. Luke Kerr, he takes a shot. That goes wide. Wersinski down to Jake Myers. Had a streaking Kerr, but couldn't get it to him. Too many defenders in front. Puck batted away here by Eagle. It's number 2 in white all the way down. This is going to lead to an icing. .6:26 left here in the first period. 1-0 St. Francis early on in this hockey game. Face-off won by St. Francis. Beautiful pass right there in front. Puck still bouncing around. 2 quick shots. One by Egan. Egan had the puck sitting right there. Just couldn't bury it. Here's Danker now with it in his own end. He's going to flip it out. It's going to be played by New Albany, so no icing. Here come the Eagles. Backhanded sauce pass does not get through. Coming away with it was Hunt. Hunt tried to slide it over to Danker. Danker was trying to pass it back, but nobody was going to be there except for the New Albany player. It's going to come here to Riley Box. Box got checked off the play. Gordy Hunt left it for his man, but he's going to have to get off the ice here as St. Francis is going to make a change behind the scenes. So he gets it deep into the zone. Here's Dressel with it. He tried to send a pass to Holmeyer. That was deflected. Luke Kerr had it for a moment. Tried a fancy move, and that didn't work. Oh, and Dressel sent a pass up to Riley Box. Box tried to use his skate to catch it, and it kicked itself all the way back into the St. Francis zone. New Albany's just going to try to dump it. It's going to be taken here by Dressel. Dressel over to Wersinski. Wersinski up to Box. And now Holmeyer battles for it. Now Box comes away with it. Sneaking down in the middle was Luke Kerr. Going to be Danker. Danker's going to give it back down to Box. Danker falls over the blue line like everybody else has today. And Kerr sends one way up in the air. That's going to hit a blocker of the goaltender and get sent all the way into the rafters. Should have a face-off coming here in the New Albany zone. 4:19 left in the first period. 1-0 is your score. St. Francis with a lot of pressure. St. Francis wins the face-off. Danker with a shot. Pad sated into the corner by the goaltender of New Albany. Give and go attempt there. The give was there. The go was not. Castor was looking for it on the backside. Pass was not there. Jaros fighting for his position there. Puck is chipped out of the zone by New Albany right here in front of us where Danker takes it. Danker tried to get it up to Jaros, but that was out of his reach. No icing. Far side for New Albany. Oh, and Danker had a chance to keep that puck in the zone. He backed out just a hair. Coming away with it was Castor. Castor's going to dump it. Played by the goaltender there in white. And it comes out to center ice. Dressel sends it in. Hops over the goaltender stick who came out to play it. And here's Mateo Ray trying to tie it up, and now Jaros does the same. Here comes New Albany. Old guy in the far end of the ice who is 30 feet from the blue line called an offsides. Good for him. Good for St. Francis. Marcinski's got to retreat into his own zone, loses it momentarily. And a centering pass, but tied up in front of the net was number 9 in white by Dressel. Here's Cheddar with it. Jake Myers was reaching for it. Couldn't corral it. Puck is still loose. It's all the way back here in the Sylvania St. Francis zone. Excuse me again. Oh, and a whiffed on pass there by Dressel. Finally gets up to Jake Myers, and it gets over to Booth. Booth's going to try to backhand it deep. Does so. Scrum along the boards, comes all the way out. Egan tried to send it down low, but his pass was kicked away by a boot. Shot there. Pointless shot. As it was more of a pass to Jake Smalley in goal. Jake Smalley with a couple good saves early. Hasn't had to do much in the past couple of minutes. Coming off the boards from, here's a breakaway attempt, excuse me. Oh, and a shot and score by Gordy Hunt. That's going to make it 2-0. Came off the faceoff down in the St. Francis end by Danker. Danker ripped it around the boards to a Nick Mack. Nick Mack was waiting for it, stopped it. Streaking down the middle of the ice was the rest of the play that you saw. Gordy Hunt with the goal, making it 2-0. Face-off taken there. Egan gives it over to Mack. Mack's going to give it back to Egan. Egan over to Danker. Danker up to Mack. Great passing here by St. Francis. Mack looking for one. No goal there. Stuffed 3 different ways from sideways there was St. Francis. Centering attempt by Nick Mack is taken away by New Albany, and they're going to send it down. Here's Egan racing back to get it. Egan over to Danker. Danker turns up ice. Sends it behind the net on a beautiful pass. Right there by Riley Box. The only person that could try to get to it was Kerr. But it was on his backside. He had to flip around and try to get anything on it. Either way, here's Danker. Sends it around the New Albany goal. Riley Box had it. Gave it. Oh, and a whistler just over top of the goal by, I believe, Luke Kerr. Yep, that looks like him. And here's Danker with it. Danker's going to try his attempt at a slap shot. That goes really high. In fact, Luke Kerr had to dodge it. I have a whistle here. I'm not sure why. Figure this out. While we have a minute, I'd like to thank Chris Simon for pointing out earlier. Sounds like a creepy man breathing into the microphone. Well, thank you very much, Chris. This COVID mask mixed with a microphone is almost impossible not to sound like a creepy man with a breathing problem. So, much appreciated, Mr. Simon. I'll do my best to not sound like a creepy man breathing. St. Francis off the draw. Got it out of the zone, but New Albany chumped it back in. So here's Dressel with it. Dressel looking for somebody to give it to. Finds one. Riley Box down the middle. Box has it on the other end. His stick was tied up, couldn't do anything with it. Sitting right out in front was Holmeyer. But New Albany steals it away. New Albany with it. Dancing around in front of their own goaltender. Somewhat ill-advised. I think we're going to have an icing here. Yes, we will. St. Francis with a 2-0 lead. We have 22.2 seconds left in the period. First period. Looks like they're opening up the Zamzoni door, so we will have a first intermission break. St. Francis wins that draw. Came out, but New Albany charged through and took it away. Defensive play there by St. Francis leads to a somewhat weak shot by New Albany. .4 seconds left in the first period. Let's see what happens here. We got St. Francis wins the draw. Egan sends it down. Oh, and my God, he almost gave it right to New Albany. It hit off, I think was Holmeyer, and ended up right in front of Jack Smalley, who didn't have to face a shot, but it was dangerous nonetheless. Here's score after one is going to be 2-0. We'll be back in just a minute. And welcome back to Columbus, Ohio. Waiting for the start of the second period here. Puck is dropped here at center ice, taken by New Albany. Into the zone there, and a backhanded attempt by 14 and White goes wide of the net. Taking it here was Gordy Hunt, fished it up to Nick Mack. Nick Mack had a 5-hole open briefly, but goaltender in number 30 in White shut him down. Joey Mancy on the forecheck momentarily stole the puck. Puck's getting caught up in some wet ice down there. And here's St. Francis with it. Stolen away deep in the zone of New Albany. Now Egan sends it over to Danker. Danker back to Egan. Egan sends it up. It's chipped in the zone here by Luke Kerr. Kerr going to get his own chip. And here comes New Albany. Dumped into the zone. Over the head of Jack Smalley, and it wiggles its way back out in front of him where he's going to cover up. Shot there, shoved aside by Jack Smalley. And then essentially chipped out of the zone by Luke Kerr. Puck makes its way back down into the St. Francis end. Shot hits the outside of the post, bounced right there in front of Jack Smalley, and a slap shot finds its way out in front on the backside. Here comes Kerr. Kerr with nobody in front of him. Makes a move, and he's going to bury that goal. Backhand, top shelf, underneath the bar. St. Francis here getting all kinds of breakaways. Taking advantage of most of them. 3-0 is going to be your score with 13:04 left here in the second period. If you're keeping score at home, there was a slashing penalty, but that was erased with the goal going in. Egan over to Danker, off the face-off. Danker got it up to Jaros. Jaros couldn't hold it in, so it gets back to Danker. Danker's going to send it in. Hit a body on the bench, but play continues. Puck's going to come all the way down. It's going to have to be played by Jack Smalley. Gets to Egan. Egan sent it up to Jaros, but pass was a little behind. Pass there from Holmeyer. Gives it over to Booth. Booth tried to slide it over to Jaros, who was streaking down the center of the ice. Just couldn't hit him. Too much commotion in front of him. Couldn't get that pass across. So face-off here in the New Albany end, taken by Meyer, Chris Meyer. New Albany found a way to get it all the way down to St. Francis end, but then the Knights cleared it out and get it down the boards. Comes out here and off the boards, and by Egan goes the puck. Danker's going to have to retreat. Goes behind his net. Sends a pass off the boards. Tried to get it to Jake Myers. Should have been an icing there, but that was not called. Egan dancing around the backside of his net, looking for somebody to give the puck to. Fakes the pass, loses it, gets it back. Here comes the Knights. Here's Chris Meyer. Chris Meyer Gave it up to Castor. Castor had the backside of Jake Myers there. Just couldn't get it to his stick. Meyer gave it back to Myers. Warsinski passed the puck over to Russell. He fired one. To no avail. Number 7, Joey Mancy had it. Taken away. New Albany's looking to get it out of the zone and does so. St. Francis chipped it back down low. Up and off the glass goes a pass from New Albany. Down into the zone comes number 9. Good defensive play there by the Knights. As Cordy Hunt came away with it, gave it up to Mancy. Mancy tried to get it out of the zone, and with a little help from Warsinski, he does. Knocked down out of the air by Nick Mack. Mack tried to send a backhanded pass to Dressel, did so, but was intercepted. Dressel did all that he could to get it away from the New Albany player, and New Albany found a way to get the puck down deep. St. Francis here turned it over. Got it back. Turned it over, got it back. Turned it over again, got it back. Tried a weird angle shot that almost went in as the goaltender had to roll over on it. .10 left here in the second period. This 3-0 lead for St. Francis. Teo Ray on the faceoff. Ties his man up, but coming in from the side was New Albany. Here comes St. Francis. Sorry, we cut out there for just a minute. Going live. Did not miss much action, just a couple of back and forths. Here comes New Albany, though. 2-on-1 situation. And a nice save there by Jack Smalley, as Warsinski did what he was supposed to do as a defenseman, take away that pass and leave that shooter to Jack Smalley, and that's how you draw it up as a defenseman in practice. Shot from the point there is fought off by Smalley, and a pass here to Jake Myers. Myers trying to go through and around his guy. Finding it on the other end was Chris Meyer, but and a wild shot there by New Albany, who had a breakaway there if he wanted it. Pass just out of the reach of Castor, gets all the way back into the New Albany zone. Came out to center ice where it was dumped back in by Egan. Albany having trouble getting it out of their own end, sure enough. Nancy with it. Comes back out to Egan. Egan over to Danker. Danker gives it to Gordy Hunt. Hunt takes a shot. That puck bounces 3 different ways from sideways, and a shot there by Egan goes back behind the goal of New Albany. Beautiful pass out in front. Leads to a broken stick by Hunt. Now Egan with it behind the net. Nobody coming down the middle. Oh, and just in the last minute tried to feed it to Mateo Ray, but couldn't make it happen. Here's Nick Mack with it. Mack lost it, and here comes New Albany. Taken away there by St. Francis. Mateo Ray had it, lost it, got it back. Here's Nick Mack right down the middle. He's got 5 guys around him. Loses the puck. Puck hits the puck hits the referee, but then shot taken by Kerr, whistles high and wide. New Albany looking to just get it out of the zone, can't do that. There's Riley Box. Box had it, puck is still loose. But old man Clemens on the other end couldn't see it, so he blows it dead as that puck was still not covered up. I'm not sure if that guy saw what he ate for breakfast, let alone what's going on in the game today. He's made a couple of questionable calls on some offsides. And that puck was a good foot away from the goaltender there. But he gave him the benefit of the doubt. Albany did win that faceoff. Can't hold it in. It's taken by Riley Box and sent behind the net. Moved along there by New Albany, but then ends up back behind the net again, coming off the dasher boards, and that puck is held in by St. Francis, but somebody yelled off for the other team. Oh, and a shot attempt there by Box. Fluttered in the air, but did not get by the goaltender. New Albany's just going to have to do what they can to get the puck out of the zone at this point, as it's all St. Francis right now. Oh, and two St. Francis forwards skated right by the puck. Taken down from behind, no call. Oh, there will be a call on the far side by the far side referee. It's going to lead to a power play here with 5:30 left in the second period for St. Francis. New Albany fans are beside themselves with the call for a trip right here. Either way, it is what it is. Off the face-off from Homeyer. Puck still sitting there. New Albany ends up with a stick on it. Gets it down the length of the ice here where it's taken by Egan. Egan was going to wind up for a stretch pass, but he fanned on it. He's going to hear that one. So instead he's going to skate it. Skates right down the middle of the ice. Moves around two different guys. Loses it. And it's taken and dumped out of the zone by New Albany. Stretch pass there by Jack Smalley. Got it to Homeyer. Homeyer gets it back. Looking to center it. Nobody there. Gets it out to Egan. Egan sends a pass over to Danker. Danker looking back door to Homeyer. Homeyer just couldn't reach it. Homeyer cycles it back down. Sitting now right out front. Homeyer there. And cleared out by New Albany. 1 minute left in the power play for St. Francis. Here's Danker with it. Danker almost had that stolen away. Nick Mack's got to clean it up. Nick Mack banks it off the boards, gives it to Danker. Danker can't seem to find it. He's going to give it over to Egan. Let him try it. Egan finds Mateo Ray. Mateo Ray waiting for somebody to come to him. Here's Gordy Hunt, new stick and all. Drops it for Dressel. Dressel sends a pass over to Nick Mack for a one-timer. Mack had a lot on that shot. Probably even better of a goaltending play. Mack with it now. Centers it over. Oh, and he gave it to Kerr. Kerr had an opportunity to shoot. It had it deflected. Gave it right to New Albany. 10 seconds left here on the power play. Here comes, and Mick Mack almost had another opportunity on the send. Clearing attempt there hit someone on the bench, so we'll stay here with 3 seconds left on the power play for St. Francis. 3-0 is your score. Comes all the way across here to Chris Meyer. Meyer dumps it back behind for Castor. Castor settles it down. Nobody giving pressure to him, so he gives it back to Meyer. Meyer out to Dressel at the point. Dressel fakes the shot, walks in a couple of steps, gets taken down, no call. Comes all the way out here to Wierzinski. He's going to flip one down, and it's going to go right to the defenseman. It's number 17. He tried to chip it out. It goes to Castor. Cycled back around by Meyer. Back to Castor. And all the way down the far corner. Comes out to the point. Oh. Almost had a breakaway there, at least a 2-on-1 for New Albany. There's that phantom offsides that probably should have been called and was not. Either way, Castor, stick lifts his man. Back down here to Meyer. Meyer was going to send it all the way across to Wersinski, but that pass was broken up. Instead, Meyer's going to dump it deep. This should end up being an icing. I'm going to keep it here. It will be. So on the ice right now, we've got Booth and Jaros with Holmeyer and Egan and Danker on the backside. Off the face-off, kicked around a little bit, makes its way out to Danker. Danker fans on that dump attempt. Finally gets it back, does so. Holmeyer on the far corner. He sends a wild shot up into the netting. We're going to have a whistle. See if the puck comes out, and it does for the face-off. Out of the zone. Well, now they're talking about it. Puck is dropped. Danker has to go back and get it. The face-off was won so cleanly it came all the way back into the St. Francis end. Booth's pass intercepted by New Albany, but taken away by Egan. Egan sent it across to Danker. Danker up to Jaros. Jaros rips a shot. That's sticked away by the Eagles goaltender. Holmeyer out to Danker. Danker mini slap shot. Ooh, and that puck almost slid its way through as it never really left the ice. And closing the gap of the 5-hole quickly was the New Albany goaltender. .134 left here in the second period. Big check by Mancy. Comes across here to Gordy Hunt. We're going to have a delayed penalty as Smalley comes off for the extra attacker. Taken here, and this is going to be, looks like maybe a cross check on number 3 in. Yep, number 3 in white is going to get for a cross check. As a little retaliation penalty taken there by New Albany. New Albany looks to have a pretty short bench. Comes out here. Face off, won by St. Francis. Nick Mack in the far corner. Mack up to Dressel. Dressel missed his pass, gets it back, gets it over to Chris Meyer. Meyer sends it back over to Mack. Mack tried to get it over to Meyer. A lot of long passes here, taken away by New Albany. Here's Dressel. Dressel coming up the ice wildly as they can't get it into the zone, and it's chipped away there by the Eagles. Here in Holmeyer. Holmeyer got the zone but lost it. The Eagles are able to chip it out and down the ice, where Meyer's going to have to go back and get it. Meyer to Mack. Mack up the center of the ice. A little pressure from behind. Sends it over to Meyer. Meyer tried to give it back to Mack, but it got in between the defenseman on its way out, and that power play is over. No shots on goal and no pressure at all, and then we're going to run out of time here in the second period, where St. Francis will have a 3-0 lead in hand to start the final period here when we come back. And we are back for the start of the third period, where St. Francis will have a 5-on-4 advantage here for the next 47 seconds. Dumped down the ice by New Albany, but taken here now by Kerr. Kerr tried to get it up to Mack, but pass was out of his reach, and so it's dumped in there by New Albany. Giving around to Mack. Mack tried to leave it for Dressel. Dressel was taken off down the ice by then. Had to go back and get it. A little bit wet there in the St. Francis end. Puck sticking to the ice a little bit. Drop pass for Hunt. Hunt wasn't expecting it. He was about ready to skate by Dressel. 9 seconds left on the power play. Giving over to Mack. Mack's going to get in the zone. Power play is up, 5-on-5, and a point-blank shot. Point-blank shot by Holmeyer. Hits the pads and flies straight up. Delayed high stick by St. Francis, but it is touched up by New Albany, so no stoppage. There's Gordy Hunt with it. Hunt, hard slash, glove went flying. Holding that wrist gingerly there is Gordy Hunt. Had a stick and a glove go flying from Hunt. So face off to the left of the Eagles goaltender here. Won by New Albany. They'll be coming out of the zone. Defended there nicely by St. Francis, but on the backside was number 17 for the Eagles. And punched out there by Meyer. Down the length of the ice. And to Egan. Egan tipped it in the corner for Castor. Castor came away with it, sent it up to Meyer. Meyer lost his balance here against the boards. There's Mancy with it. Here's Meyer, 3-on-2. Meyer sends it over to Mancy. Mancy's just out of his reach. Couldn't quite get a handle on it. Goes flying into the boards. Tipped into the zone here. Here's a 2-on-2. Some back-checking St. Francis players. Somehow this is going to be a penalty on somebody. I guess for Old Man Clemens is calling a hook. I'm not sure that was a hook by anybody. There was no stick action involved whatsoever. Yep, he did call a hook. I don't know. Go watch the replay. Somebody explain to me how that's a hook. Either way, St. Francis is going to be down a man here for the next 2 minutes. Slap shot taken from the point is actually hit out of the air by the New Albany player. New Albany forward streaking in front of that shot. Tried to become a sight blocker. Ended up getting in the way too much. Something happened here at center ice. My eyes were not on that play, but got a body laying on the ground here. I'm trying to figure out who that is. It almost looks like Kerr, but I can't tell. There's so that is Luke Kerr down on the ice in front of us here. He escorted off the ice. Hopefully he gets back on his feet here momentarily and gets back out. St. Francis is missing I believe 5 guys today. As it is, 4 or 5 guys already. Mack wins the faceoff, gave it over to Mateo Ray. And Ray dumped it deep where Nick Mack comes away with it again. Just barely lost it. Oh, and a shot there. What a beautiful save. If, in fact, he did save it. Jack Smalley. Puck bounced its way out to the high slot and a slap shot. I don't know how 17 got as much of a stick on it as he did, but he did. And that puck bounced 2 times before it got to Smalley in 2 different directions. Either way, puck is dropped. New Albany wins the faceoff. We're going to have interference on Gordy Hunt. So for a minute 2, it will be a 5-on-3. Knight coaching staff looking for an explanation here is they're not getting one. They're getting absolutely nothing out of this referee who's just staring at him. So Holmeyer will take the draw. He's going to have Egan and Danker out with him. Here's the 5-on-3. Cross ice pass. Broken up by Danker. But still with possession is New Albany. Wraparound attempt not there. Attempted clear by Holmeyer. Couldn't quite get enough to get it out, so a shot from just inside the blue line. Arister finds its way past Smalley to make this a 3-1 game. And they will still be down a man. It will be St. Francis. 1:35 left on the penalty. Mack rings it around the boards, comes right out in front, and a one-timer by Dressel. Shot taken there from the left dot is gloved by Smalley. Face-off won by New Albany. Pressure applied by Holmeyer. Now more pressure applied by Egan. Oh, and a great deflection there and a great diving stop by the Knights. Oh, and on the other back end here comes Riley Box. Riley Box with a 1-on-0. Oh, and he scores. Did not look like that went in, but it ended up squeaking by the goaltender for New Albany. That's going to be a shorthanded goal with 49 seconds left in the power play for New Albany, but a goal there by Riley Box, I believe unassisted. Caught New Albany sleeping on the back end there, and sure enough, Box didn't look like he had much to do with that puck, but somehow find a way to squeeze it past the goaltender. Here's St. Francis. Mateo Ray brings it in the zone. Still on the penalty kill, though. Here comes New Albany. Dump that puck all the way down, back and around behind Smalley. But this is going to be sent the length of the ice by Mateo Ray. Taken here briefly, by St. Francis, but then taken away by New Albany. Shot deflected by Danker. Pinned along the boards by Dressel. Dressel doesn't know where the puck is, but forwards in white do. 2 seconds left on that power play. Power play is over. Back to 5-on-5 hockey as the puck makes its way to center ice. New Albany's going to dump it in. Smalley tried to glove it, but it was out of his reach. All he did was knock it down. Stretch pass here all the way to Mancy. Mancy brings it up the middle. Backhanded flip on net, but it's pad saved away. Comes back out to Danker. Danker takes a shot, keeps it on the ice, and it's sent into the corner. Comes out to Egan. Egan's going to take a shot. That was deflected out of midair, still loose in front. It's going to come all the way back out. Oh, and a goal right there by Chris Meyer. Just a seeing eye goal. That puck looked like it redirected at the last second, but I couldn't tell you who it went off of. They'll probably give the goal to Meyer as goaltender just lost it and ended up bouncing right by him. Good pressure there by the Knights. One thing's for sure, if you score against St. Francis, they come back with a vengeance. Doesn't matter if the score is 8-2 or 3-1. Either way, St. Francis wins the draw. Warzinski got the puck there. Sent it over to Dressel. Dressel put it on net, and it was barely saved. A lot closer of a shot than it probably could or should have been. Gordy Hunt lost it there. It's going to come all the way out here to right in front of us. And sent across. Nobody in front except for the New Albany Eagle player. And another penalty, I think, is coming up to, yes it is, to St. Francis. This one for a high stick up under the face mask by Warsinski. So he'll go to the box for 2 minutes, and St. Francis is going to be down again. 5-1 your score, 8:26 left in the third period. McMack finds the puck on his stick after the draw won by Gordy Hunt. Couldn't quite get it all the way down the ice, but it's stolen away here by Danker and put back into the New Albany zone. Given to Egan. Egan's going to send it all the way down. New Albany's going to have to chase back and get it. Gordy Hunt had it come off his stick over to Mateo Ray. Ray couldn't corral it, so a shot ends up making its way to Smalley. Puck comes out to the high point. Oh, and sneaks by the defender. This defenseman here for New Albany. They just can't seem to catch a pass or make a pass. Either way, they're in the zone. Puck is behind Smalley right now. And it's going to be sent all the way down. Oh, almost. Good stick there. New Albany. And a good effort there by Jaros to make the Eagles goaltender play that puck and cover it up. Forcing a face-off there. Gets the Knights a chance to change up behind. Get some fresh bodies out there. So Meyer filling in on the defensive side for Warsinski because of the 2-minute high stick. But St. Francis with more pressure here on this power play for New Albany than New Albany has on St. Francis. It's going to make its way all the way down here to Meyer. Meyer sends it over to Dressel. Dressel back to Meyer. Meyer's got an opportunity to clear it and does so. 20 seconds left here in the power play for New Albany. New Albany brings it into the zone. Bad pass right to Danker, but all he can do is tip it. Comes all the way back out. 5-on-4 is over. Bringing it down the ice here. Oh, and a great pass there and a good tip. Box sent it across to Jaros. Jaros with the tip. Just went wide. Jaros with it again. Tried to get it out in front. That was deflected. Comes all the way out to Egan. Egan puts it on net. That puck's bouncing around. Corralled there by Jaros. Jaros sends it back out to Egan. Egan sends it back down to Jaros. Jaros out to Ray. Ray tried a one-timer but had his stick tied up. And it's going to be slapped the length of the ice. We're going to have an icing here. Called off by referee on the far side somehow. Dumped in deep by Danker. Big hit there by somebody. And that was that was Luke Kerr. Kerr was came off the ice a few minutes back in bad shape. Good to see him back out there and put a good hit New Albany, which led to a shot, and it was gloved out of the air by the Eagle goaltender, which is why we have a stoppage. There's Holmeyer. Oh, he sent one out in front. Tried to get it to Riley Box. Box ends up giving it to Dressel. Came back to Box. Back to Dressel. Dressel tried to backhand it deep into the zone. Couldn't do so. Here's Riley Box. Gets over the blue line. Tried to go left. Defenseman was giving him the slot. He didn't take it. Tried to weave one down there for Jake Myers. Pass didn't get through. Box with it again. Nice pass there. Oh, and a point-blank shot by Box does not get quite to the goaltender on that one. St. Francis in desperate need of a change, but so is New Albany, as their only option here is to ice the puck. 5-1 is your score. 4:23 left here in the third period. Coming to you from Columbus, Ohio. Off the draw. Off the draw, the puck wiggled its way down in front of the goaltender there. He's going to cover it. And Danker from the draw. Far side to Egan. Egan shoots. No traffic in front, and so the Eagles goaltender didn't have much to do other than drop down and absorb that shot into his belly. Here comes New Albany. Poke checked away, but given right back to 26 and White. Breaking out of the zone here, and a 2-on-2 is Mancy and Meyer. Meyer finally gets the puck under control. Slides over to the high slot and took a shot, but it was, I believe, hit the back of Mancy's leg. Nice hit there by Danker. Danker, I'll leave it here as we have an icing. Danker came across and said, "Nope, you're not going anywhere, Mr. 16," and took him off the play. So with 3:32 left, St. Francis Knights with a 5-1 lead here in Columbus. Puck is at center ice. St. Francis had to come back and touch up as that puck was dumped in. New Albany now with it. Puck is loose there. Finally corralled by the Knights. Gordy Hunt sent it down. He had Booth down the middle, just out of his reach. Couldn't do anything with it. Gordy Hunt's going to get it back. Gordy Hunt keeps it at his feet, slides it over to Booth. Booth tried to get it back to Hunt, but it hit a skate out in front. Still loose there. Spin around attempt by Dressel. And we're going to have an icing here, so I will not move the camera. 2 minutes, 25 seconds left in regulation. Teo Ray on the draw. Wins it, has it in the corner. Still fighting for it, still loose. Puck sitting there, covered up by the goaltender finally. Albany wins this face-off. Zips it along the backside, off to the winger in white. Shot there, knocked down by Smalley to the ice, right in front of him, and he's going to cover up and hand it over to the referee. Just under 2 minutes now left in the third period. Shot right off the draw by New Albany. Knocked down, though. Never got it all the way through. Comes over to Riley Box. Box is going to dump it back behind the net, where Holmeyer came away with it, centered it. Box couldn't do anything with it. Comes out to Egan. Egan found Holmeyer, but just got by him. Here's Cheddar. Cheddar with a nice shot. Kept it on the ice, but it was sticked away. Cycled back down here by St. Francis. Comes all the way out to Egan. Egan just missed that pass. It was a little bit out in front of him, but he should have had it. Comes all the way back out. Jake Myers with it. Hits the brakes, redirects, takes a shot, and it's caught up in the trapper, the goaltender for New Albany. Face off one back to, Henry Rosinski. He took a shot. And John Jaros had an opportunity on the rebound to bury that home. He just didn't have enough curve on the stick. Jaros with it here, gets it out to Dressel. Dressel takes a shot from the point, and it does find its way through. .45 seconds left in the game. Referee blows the whistle for something. Not sure what that was all about. Either way, we'll drop it again. Ray wins the faceoff right to Jaros. Jaros shot right into the glove of the goaltender. And with 20 seconds left, New Albany's going to shoot it on net to Jack Smalley. Handles that one easily. St. Francis wins the draw. Russell had it. Chipped it out of the zone. Gave it to Castor. Castor's going to dump it all the way down the ice. 5 seconds left in the game. And we'll let this one come to an end, as there was a goal scored by Mateo Ray, and they're going to wave it off, I believe, just as a courtesy. But if you ask me, I think it went in before the buzzer. Either way, 5-1. Very successful trip to Columbus for St. Francis, considering they are down 4 to 5 kids to injury and COVID-related items. So it can only get better from here, folks. And we will broadcast, hopefully, the next game, depending on the rink and the Wi-Fi setup at that rink. Either way, thanks for joining us. We'll see you down the road.